Boom, boom, boom. And I think we're live. Oh yeah, let me get this tweet. Bussin'. Boom, 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 boom. Here we go. Oh, I didn't have it muted. I like heard myself for a sec.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I immediately did that. I was like, I'm on top of this. Well, now you silly Billy.
Hold on, let me retweet this.
Kaka.
On my main.
Main thing.
Get it in all the right group chats. All right, boom.
Get it in all the right places.
All of the promo is done. What's up, chat?
Howdy.
Simon, Michael, Siva, Intrigued, Claptrap. Whole lot of gang shit, man.
Whole lot of.
We're just gonna chill for like 10-ish, 10, 15 minutes. Wait for people to pull up who want to be here. Now that the promo is out. Hello, how was lunch? Where'd you go with your mom?
Oh, we went to this little place called Viva. It's a little Mexican place. She got like a nice burrito bowl.
Nice.
It's funny. Like you know me, I'll eat just about anything. I got a cast iron stomach, but she can't handle any heat, and I think it's the funniest thing ever. She's like, let's keep going to like places that have like pad thai and like Mexican food, and I'm like, why do you do this to yourself?
Yeah,
She's
like to see
like
what
the
you want.
Textures.
Mom Dukes.
Yeah. Hey Doncho, how you doing?
Doncho, what up, man?
Doncho!
Legend D Vash 2, Anime Lately in the building. Doncho's Hideout in the building. What's going on?
Is the World Trigger stream resuming next week, says Simon Dupuis.
Oh, great question. Man, oh my god, holy shit. That you saying that right now just like made my like heart like drop like I'm going down a roller coaster. I completely forgot to do World Trigger this week. I was supposed to do it Wednesday, and then I rescheduled it for Thanksgiving, and then like just completely got way too like drunk and full of food and like passed out early as fuck on Thanksgiving. Then didn't do it Friday either. Like completely. I'm so sorry. Okay, no.
It's that holiday season.
Yeah, no, it is not going to be next week. I'm not going to do another World Triggered stream until season 4 starts. But I think I'll do like 2 in that week just to make up for that. I'm so sorry. Oh my god.
Oh, dude. My uncle went to Thanksgiving with us. He ate, immediately laid down, and passed the fuck out. He did not hang out. He was like, I'm out cold.
Yeah, I'll see y'all in the tryptophan space.
I'll see y'all in the 3 hours.
Yeah.
When people are hungry enough for pie.
Hilarious.
Yato, what up?
What up, Yato? What up, Wolfwood? Big Wolfwood.
Wolfwood in his mind. Siva, Clover.
Covert?
Minus Clover. Holiday season excuses all. Thank you, Siva. Appreciate that.
Oh, thank you. That makes me feel so much better.
Dude, it was watching my coworkers struggle after they came back from the holidays. I was just like, you're doing all right. You're doing all right. Oh man.
What up, Knox, Eagle, and Nickums? You haven't watched our show in a while, huh, Vash?
Damn.
Damn. Oh, man.
Oh. Why'd he do that to me? I haven't even started.
That's wild. I suppose if you didn't Nick and
We'll save
Nick
that for
and Mello do
announcements.
sound somewhat similar.
Oh yeah, I guess
Oh,
they
yeah.
do sound a little.
Oh, I'm thinking that like it was because of our hair.
Oh wow, it's completely
Nickums
different
is-
colors, just long. That's
Because
all you need.
Nickums just telling me it's just like long hair gang, babe, and I'm like, yeah.
That's hilarious.
Once again, I'm thwarted by not American. Tragic V.
So tragic, Simon.
Yeah.
Dude, Friendsgiving was awesome too. Like
You had a Friendsgiving?
I did.
Did you?
I had
What
lunch
the
with my grandparent, my grandma, and my uncle, my mom, and then
Those are your friends?
later. And then
Just
my
kidding.
friends, and then after I left, yeah, exactly. That was my Friendsgiving. I'm a cool kid. I'm mature for my age.
Holy shit.
No.
Hey, JD Legend, thank you, sir.
JD, what's good, brother?
Thank you. But yeah, then my buddies were just like, I had a regular from my work, and he's just like, hey man, like you're really chill. Do you want to come with, like, come over to, because he comes in with a guy that I went to high school with, and he's
Sure.
like, hey, do you guys want to come to our Friendsgiving? I was like, all right, sure. He's like, yeah, we're gonna be doing all day, and I'm like, all right, probably gonna be around like 5 or 6, and he's like, cool, come on down.
Oh, nice.
Really nice place. They live in this artist's loft that has like reduced rent, and it's like a beautiful place full of like art from different people and like reproductions. I definitely got lost in there.
Hell yeah.
But when I got there, they had wine, they had ham, they had like little gherkins and charcuterie. It was beautiful.
Fuck yeah.
Charcuterie.
Hell yeah. Yeah, thanks for all the congrats, you guys. Kaizo Kuo,
Yes.
what's good?
Kaizo Cole.
7 a.m. Ohayo gozaimasu.
Ohio.
Good to see you, man.
I
Thanks for
forgot
pulling
that
up.
they
Good
can't
morning.
see me right now.
Yeah, we are hidden.
So when-
We're hidden by Luffy and the rest of the jump lineup.
That's when Legend D, I was just like, man. I was like, oh.
Oh, that's why you thought he confused you because of your hair.
That's right,
Oh, I'm
he's
screaming.
Like, Nickums, and I'm just like, it's like, yep, I'm back with the dye job, baby.
Why'd Nick dye his hair dark?
He looked fine as a blonde.
And since when was he Asian?
I'm just extremely
I'm
sleepy.
fucking dead.
Oh man.
Where are y'all hiding? It's for dramatic effect, bro.
It's for dramatic effect. Where y'all hiding?
Shit, you know where I'm at, Kaizoku. I'm in the honeycomb hideout. I'm right where I need to be. Where I always am at all times. I literally live at this desk. Any enemies are listening. You know where I'm at. Come try it.
Any ops? I've been eating my fruits and vegetables. I'm growing big. Watch out.
You don't recognize half the jump lineup, V? Damn. I don't read half the jump lineup, I want to say. Shit. Hold on. Mashal. Undead. Obviously, you can recognize Roboco, whether you read it or not. Asta. So, like, what's this dude in the bunny suit? Is that, like, Mori King? Or is that, no, isn't that hard-boiled cop dude in a bunny suit?
Yep, that's definitely hard-coiled
Hard-boiled
dolphin
cop and dolphin.
I really enjoyed
Hard-coiled.
that series. Hard-coiled.
Who said hard-coiled?
Bacon. Yeah,
yeah.
it's hard-boiled dolphin cop.
Yeah, no.
Oh, no, it's hard-boiled cop and dolphin.
That's right.
Oh.
That's what it is, yep.
But that dolphin be hard-boiled, though.
That dolphin be hard-boiled.
Nice cock,
Cop be
bruh.
hard-boiled.
Nice cock, bruh. Thank you for the congrats. 300k is blasphemy. Or the fact that it's not 300k is blasphemy. That would be incredible. If we were at 300k,
thank you.
if we were at 300k right now, oh my god.
Thank you, bro. We
Thank you.
appreciate that.
Yeah, thank you, man.
Dude, I also love Yashimon. It's yeah.
Yashimon
This is the rookie I'm pinning my hopes on. Like, I mean, not rookie thing, but like, because they had Jigaraku. But like, this is the brand new, fresh series that I'm pinning my hopes on for the new year.
Yeah, fuck
I mean,
yeah.
they're gonna be giving it some extra leeway for sure, probably because it's Yuji Kaku, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Shit, they didn't fucking give Shimabukuro nothing, son. They gave that motherfucker like 15, 19 chapters. They gave Kishimoto like 45. I bet you like every week he's like, just give me a couple. I'm about to wrap it up. Don't do this.
No, we better get this shit going. Just like, hold on. Popularity about to spike. Wait.
Yeah. Oh man. Like, what do I got to do? I'm gonna give him a new outfit. I'm gonna give him a blacked out ninja outfit. That'll be cool, right?
Intrigued Claptrap says UG best costume. What is UG even dressed as?
Oh no, he's like a monster hunter or something.
I think Andy and Fuko have the best costumes.
I mean, Yuji with a sword is just cold blooded. I think that wins for me too. I do love Andy and Fuko though. This werewolf and Red Riding Hood joint, and then it looks like Clothy might even just like be like a vampire low key, or am I like not seeing that right?
Clothy is Andy's shirt.
Well, I know he's Andy. Come on, bro. I know he's clothes. His name is literally Clothy. I'm just like looking at his facial expression. I thought I saw fangs.
Oh, I thought that was
it's like his tongue or maybe a little piece of fabric or something.
Yeah, like over by the. Oh no, I think that's like just his cheek.
If
it's
you
like the line work on his cheek made it look like a fang.
If you
for me.
zoom in on it, I'm pretty sure you can see a little bit of Fuko's hood missing on like the right side of her face. He bit it off.
Oh, that's hilarious, bro. What the fuck?
I like the Sakura family.
Yeah, look at Tayo.
Tanuki, yeah.
That's amazing.
I personally like the little. Oh man, Yuji as King Arthur would have been a really good idea.
What's up, Joe? You're not supposed to see us yet, brother.
How are you seeing us, Joe?
Wait, is he saying he can see us?
Is it, or is it
That'd
just
be
me?
Scary.
Joe D. Breeze, Big Brother confirmed.
Jody. Oh man, now it's gonna make me rewatch Baby Boy saying Jody.
Jody.
Thanks, Righteous Judgment. JJK is #1 most sold manga of the year. I think I saw that. That's amazing. And yes, we're at 3K. It's a big day.
Yes, sir. JJK hours. We winning.
Andy cosplaying Legosi. Nice. Fuck yeah, Iggy.
Yeah, B-Stars.
Oh.
Man. You've seen some...
No, it's definitely like Red Riding Hood and Werewolf, but that's just like a cool alt, like...
Yeah, that's a cool, yeah.
I love the sword in his forehead.
I was literally just about to say that. And now I'm like noticing fucking Roboco's swole ass knees and fucking like shins behind Andy. It's like veiny ass legs.
Hey man,
shin bones on a million.
You gotta be running if you're gonna keep up with 7 dwarves, dude. Like,
yeah. All right, I think we can start. You guys ready to start?
Already.
Yep. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Project Manga. I'm Nox.
Eagle.
And I'm Mellow Yenis.
3K subs. Thank you guys so much.
Sir.
Oh my god, holy shit.
Arigato.
3K. That's wild. We've been at 3K for a little bit now, actually, but this has been a nightmare to schedule. So thank you for your patience. We're finally here. We're gonna give you guys some like major season 4 announcements and updates, and then do a Q&A with you guys. Some of you have asked some questions on Twitter and the YouTube community tab for things that you definitely want us to answer. If you guys have any other questions, feel free to load them into the chat as we continue the conversation, and we will get to them eventually. But yeah, all right, let's just get into these updates, these announcements. Elephant in the room. Kiko and Nickums are leaving the brand. They have left the brand. They have officially left the brand. It's probably not too much of a surprise to a lot of you guys, but for the people that have been asking where are they, and we've been ignoring you, waiting for this stream to just officially announce it, make sure that they were sure about what they wanted to do. They've got some things going on, some major life changes happened, and content creation just doesn't make as much sense for them now as it did before. We're all best friends still. Nothing weird behind the scenes going on. They have just tactically exited from the brand. So
yeah.
That is the first major announcement that we wanted to make, just because that is like the most asked question that we have, and it was time to let y'all know what was going on. But that doesn't mean that they're never going to be back on the show. Who knows? They might pull up for a stream whenever it makes sense for them in the future. We'll keep you guys posted on that. and that'd be really nice in the future. But we have Mello. Mello is officially a part of the team now, and he has been for a while, but we are also officially announcing that now as well. So big Mello on the squad. But yeah, man, it's sad. You know what I mean? Like, it's super sad. You know, like we started this with just me, Eagle, and Kiko. Then we brought on Nick. Then it was 4 of us for like a while. And that's like that's when like we really started getting our like views and our like subscribers jumping. We did a bunch of collabs with like Rogers Base and For Never World, and so many people came in and just like, you know, familiarized themselves with us as a 4-man team, including all of those members. And now, you know, they're gone. So I'm sure that's sad for a lot of you out there. I don't know how many people have joined since they've left. Probably not as big of a shock to you guys unless you went back and like really looked at our, you know, at our backlog like crazy. But yeah, man, it's wild. A lot of crazy changes in season 3.
Iggy, end of an era, but start of a new one. Let's go.
Hell yeah.
Anime Summit. What's up, Sam?
Songs?
Mello is goated.
What up?
Oh, that does feel good, because like I said in the chat, like I've been a guest for a long time. I've been guest like maybe 12 to 15 times, and then eventually, like, I remember Nox saying, yeah, people on our Discord are asking you when you're going to be like the 5th member. Like, when's this guy going to be full time? And I was just like, oh, that's so nice. And then
boom, extended the offer. Bow.
Yeah, exactly. So it feels really good. You guys have made me feel like extremely welcome within our like Discord community. It's just fantastic.
Well, you're also really good at talking about manga too, so it's like totally deserved, bro.
Yes. Hell yeah.
Glad to have you.
Thank you. Thanks for the follow on Twitter, Legend. I repost mostly art, to be honest. But if you have any questions or anything on Twitter, just reach out to me there or through Discord, and I'm just happy to chat.
Yes.
Dio, not anywhere in the foreseeable future. Unfortunately, they don't seem like they're returning. So yeah,
right. That doesn't mean that they're never going to be back on the show. You know what I mean? You never know, like when Kiko will come hit me and be like, "Yo, things are, you know, things are cool. Like let me hop on a stream. Let me hop on a review." You never know. You know what I mean? Nick too. You know, like they can hit us at literally any time and be like, "We want to create content," and we're not going to tell them no. So.
Yeah, of course. I mean, we're just, you know, waiting for the day. I mean, like, Kiko's baby is still very, very young, you know?
That's right. Kiko had a child, a beautiful child. Love that kid. He's doing dad shit. You know what I'm saying? He's on he's on dad mode.
Hard dad.
That's a full-time job. That's
hard dad mode. And,
that's beyond full-time, baby. Oh man.
Dude, that's overtime.
Yeah, straight up.
Oh man.
Nanami type beat.
Yeah,
Dude,
Kaizoku, we were gutted as well, to say the least.
Yeah. Major hit. I cried. I'll just say it. I teared up. It was super sad for me.
We were all really bent out of shape. Like, it was a big thing going on behind the scenes for a long time. Like, it was something we had to flesh out and get through because it was tough. And there
was a lot of reminiscing too.
We were hurt for a while, you know what I'm saying? We were hurt, but then we, you know, came to an understanding and
Yeah. I was used to the standard quartet, but Mello gives such unique perspectives. Even when he's not that into the One Piece community, he'll be out there with the random theories. I've come to love the dynamic you got. Thank you, Rickard.
Thank you.
It means a lot. The amount of love and growth I feel working with Noxie and Project Manga on anything is infinite. I am forever grateful for it. Anime Summit, Sam, you, Danny, Nick, you're all family.
Oh, yeah.
You've been family since the beginning. We started this shit, like, basically, you know, with you guys right there. You know what I mean? Like, you were the podcast that was immediately next to us. You know, like when we started things, you'll always be family. All 3 of y'all. Love you.
Yeah. Moving into some of the next announcements, I guess, as far as like content creation and coverage go.
Yeah.
We're actually going to be dropping a couple of the series that we feel have gotten to a point where it's like at a very climactic point in the story, and like week to week has become to feel like more of a play-by-play rather than like an analytical experience where we can really delve into the chapters and talk about the possibilities of the series, which is a big reason we feel like a lot of you subscribe and listen to our conversation. So the 2 series we are going to be dropping from the main roster of coverage are Black Clover,
Mm.
which is a big hit for a lot of you, I'm sure. It's going to be not so well received, maybe. And also Marshall. Unfortunately, it's a great series. We love it, but it's become to feel like really a play-by-play of comedy and not much really to delve into as far as like speculation and analytics goes. So
Yeah, dude, in the beginning of Mashal, dude, they were dropping so many concepts. There was like so much mystery. There's so much for us to talk about. Like in our earlier reviews, like I swear to God, we had like 17 theories a fucking episode about like the direction that Mashal could take. And then as soon as all of that stuff kind of gets filled in and there's like less mystery and it's like more so about like the shonen action side of things, just play-by-play, really straightforward action chapters with just a bunch of comedy loaded in. It's like so hard. Like there's not a whole lot of meat and potatoes there for that. You know what I mean? It's a great series still, but like holy shit, what a change. Yeah.
The series that we will be replacing these two series with are going to be Ayashimon and Yozakura Family.
Hey.
So, in season 4, beginning on the first show of season 4, we will be covering Yozakura Family and Ayashimon on the main YouTube roster of coverage. So yeah,
fuck yeah,
get excited about that.
So excited.
Ayashimon is a series.
Ayashimon.
It's a young series. It's the youngest series we will ever have covered, but it's a series we feel has a lot of potential. The author behind it is really credited, and so it's something we feel like we can ride possibly for a long time, and something we feel like
my bets on that dark horse.
Yeah, straight up.
And you know, if it gets axed, we can just replace it that easily. So
yeah, we'll just replace it.
So,
that'll be like our slot for like, you know, new series or something. You know what I mean? See what's cracking with the new series. If they get axed, whatever. If they stay, then we just keep covering it until we don't want to anymore, or it finishes or something. You know what I mean? You never know. But it's cool to have a slot like that on the YouTube roster for jump starts, newcomers. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
I fucking love Yozakura Family so far. Oh my god.
Yeah, we actually just had a comment asking about what genre Yozakura Family. Could you guys fill some of the people in? So, because
yeah, I mean it's like it's definitely, you know, it's in Weekly Shonen Jump, so like it's in the shonen demographic, but it's got like, you know, shoujo beats to it. You know what I mean? So like that's cool. It's all I'm not too far into it yet, you know what I mean? But it's just like international super spy shit. You know what I mean? It's like some fucking like James Bond, Splinter Cell, fucking Metal Gear Solid type shit. It's super tight.
yeah.
I definitely pick up on the Metal Gear Solid vibe because there is like a level of like superhuman ability.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So Yozakura Family is going to replace Black Clover. Ayashimon is going to replace Mashal. Some people are asking like exactly what's replacing what. But Black Clover and Mashal are gone, and then season 4 starts. We will have one more Black Clover and Mashal review in the season finale of our coverage. So for season 3, that'll be out on Patreon. The finale will be on Patreon on Tuesday, and then it'll hit YouTube on Wednesday, and then that'll be the last Black Clover and Mashal review that we do.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, go ahead.
Actually, so Siva, you're saying, would you guys ever do some surprise reviews on other series in Jump or a one-off example? That is exactly what I'm going to cover for our announcements.
Yeah.
Actually, so on the thing for content, we're going to bring back, for you old listeners out there, we're bringing back tangential tie-in. So it's basically one-off series about pretty much anything that if you're in a Discord and a Discord and part of our Patreon, they can put in suggestions and do like different series. Like I remember there was a one about best transformations in anime or manga, and it's not limited to like Shonen Jump Weekly. It's like any media that we've consumed, and we're like, hey, here's the themes within you know the genre that involves like transformation, or like best mentor, most meaningful deaths, that kind of thing. So yeah, we'll be doing stuff like that for one-offs. We also do for patrons a book club available, so that they'll request series and we'll read up on the first volume of an manga series, and then kind of give our thoughts about it as we go up to current, as we ourselves read through the rest of the series.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we got all kinds of like areas of content creation where, you know, we'll talk about things outside of our, you know, lineups on Patreon and YouTube. So we cover 6 manga on YouTube, 6 manga on Patreon, weekly coverage, and then monthly book club, and then, you know, monthly-ish tangential tie-ins where it's just general anime and manga discussion topics. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of areas, you know, and one-shots even too, and can be, you know, series specific outside of what we're covering sometimes. So there's a lot of room for a lot of manga on what we're doing.
Ricardo says, "Yo, Eagle, you guys be down for another character tier list? Till this day, JJK character stream might be one of my favorite streams. I've always wanted to do a One Piece character tier list, but everybody else has kind of been scared.
Bruh.
I think it's obviously something that would get a lot of viewership and be a really hype thing to do.
Be a 9-hour stream.
Nah, we could limit the conversation and arguments.
Yeah.
We don't need to argue.
Yeah.
We can literally all just make a tier list with the tier maker app or whatever they fucking got, and come and bring our tier list, talk a little bit about it, why we think people are where, you know, and that would be an easy thing to do. We don't have to make a big 9-hour argument about it. We could invite some other people though.
It's just dependent on like how many characters that we want to use in something like a One Piece tier list, because it's like if we limit it to like 50 characters, you know what I mean? Then like people are gonna be like, "Where's this? Where's that?" You know what I mean? So it's just like One Piece cast is just like so drastically large that it's like, man, how are we gonna decide?
JJK, max of 3 to 5 S tiers. Is that what you guys did on that one?
Yep. So for the Jujutsu Kaisen tier, that's right. I forgot that you weren't there for that, Eagle. But yeah, so yeah, the Jujutsu Kaisen tier list was S tier, A tier, B tier, C, D, and then what? Buns or like ass cheeks, I think is the yeah, it was like the bottom. So we had all of those tiers, but then like S tier could only have 3, you know, entries. You know what I mean? So that was really cool. We had that. We had Broken Ronin and we had Sensei for that. That was super tight. I want to do.
How about just Iggy says, how about just a Wano tier list?
We could do a Wano tier list. That'd be fine too. I want to do a fucking Chainsaw Man tier list, bro.
Actually, Ricardo,
I think that would be too
saying
fucking...
Chainsaw Man or Undead Unluck.
Undead Unluck tier list would be fine too. Chainsaw
My
Man.
Hero Academia was thrown out.
Yeah, we can do all kinds of shit.
That'd be
like
good
that.
because like Class 1A is coming into that point where they're like showing off their growth in the gap that they've been gone. So like I could see that happening in a while.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that'll be dope. We'll definitely do more tier lists. Maybe we'll like ask the timeline or something. Like we'll decide, we'll choose like our top like 4 series that we want to do a tier list for, just like internally, and then we'll hit the timeline with the poll, like which tier list do you want to see out of the 4 we're most willing to do, and then we'll just do that. That'll be fun. That's definitely happening in season 4, because it's like, holy shit, that Jujutsu Kaisen tier list got like 22,000 fucking views on it. Yeah. We need to be doing way more tier lists apparently.
Yeah. Oh man. Let's see.
We could take something that let me see. Ricardo, favorite character across multiple series. We could take like our favorite characters from multiple series and then put them in a tier list, and you know that could be just another strictly character and not power level tier list.
Our goated tier list. Here's all the goats that, you know, various goats of different series. How would we rank them and why? Like,
yeah, I don't think I ever want to do a power level tier list on this channel.
Oh, that's just a nightmare.
Yeah, I only ever want to do just like character and writing tier lists, because it's like power scaling tier lists are just like so.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, I just recently got into Twitter, so I'm not ready to be personally eviscerated quite yet.
It's just like so annoying and like so toxic and like so like polarizing. Like every time, it's just like, no, I'd rather talk about how well characters are written, what they mean in their narratives, like things like that. But
some of the So Salamander Red, thanks for saying some stuff. Yes, sir. Big things popping, and span of like other content creation stuff, we're actually starting to reaching out and having some conversations with other content creators to collaborate on some items that we will be putting onto our store as another line. what we've recently had is kind of like a winter fall line. So if you want to get jacked like Rocky Balboa, you know, we got the joggers, we got the crew cuts. If you want to be cozy, if you're in cuffing season or hibernating solo, either way, you're going to be comfy.
Fuck
So we
yeah.
do have that stuff going on, but eventually we will be getting stuff that's collaborative work
Yeah.
onto the shop
Hell yeah.
in the future.
Yeah, check out our online store if you guys haven't already. We got some like tight shit in there, and like Mello was saying, we're about to collab with some artists from like Twitter and other areas of the internet, you know, for a series that a series of like merchandise and clothing that is, you know, relevant to, you know, anime and manga, you know, in regard to tropes, familiar tropes, right? We basically have we have artists, you know, choose a list of like the most famous tropes. Choose for, you know, one from a list of like the most famous tropes that you see in anime and manga, like, you know, vow of revenge, or, you know, characters with special eyes, you know, like
The unrelenting writer.
yeah, you know, like shit like that, you know what I mean? So we have some artists that we've been working with that have been drawing some amazing stuff for our clothing line. So be on the lookout for that. That's going to be in season 4, super early season 4. We're actually only waiting on one more design, and then that line will actually be out. So if you want to support what we do, check out our online store. Definitely check it out once we have those collabs like on, you know, clothes and ready to be sent out. But yeah, that'll be cool. I completely forgot that I had another announcement that I had to make. So we're going to be bringing back the award show, the manga awards, Project Manga Awards. So we did it for 2020. We did it earlier in the year than we're going to be doing it this year. I know that like around this time we were having the award show, I think last year for 2020, right around the same time that Rogers Base, you know, does his, you know, best manga of the year stream, and Neverworld did his like top 10 manga of 2020 stream. It was like all around that time. I think this time what we'll do is we'll wait until the year ends, right? So then like January 1st, I think we'll start the, you know, the promotion for it. And if you guys weren't here, or if you guys didn't watch our last award show, is basically, you know, we hit Twitter and we said these are the categories. I can't remember all the categories off the top of my head right now, but they were great categories. Pretty much covered everything that you want to talk about inside of like manga creation. It's like best volume covers, best main character, best villain, best deuteragonist, best female character, best world building, best fight. You know what I mean? Like shit like that, like all the way down. It was a long ass stream. It was a great stream. You guys should definitely watch that if you haven't yet. But we're definitely about to do another award show. We're just gonna wait until after the year ends this time so that we can look at everything that happened in 2021. Whereas last time we were like, hey, we know that there's a little bit more time in the year left. Just vote as if the year was over, like type shit. I don't know why we did it like that. But we're gonna actually look at an entire year this time, so that'll be really cool.
Hell yeah.
Nah, Ricard, hey, I definitely spoiled Chibi. I definitely spoiled Chibi reviews on Gojo getting sealed in Jujutsu Kaisen in the Rogers Base stream last year. But like, dude, like huge respect for Chibi, but like it's hard for me to feel bad when we're literally on like a manga discussion like stream for like all of the content that happened in the year, and it's like if you didn't read the things that we're talking about, then like you gotta know you're gonna, you know what I mean? Like how are we gonna tiptoe around that? You know what I mean? Like we're discussing like what happened in all of these series throughout the year. You either have to have read everything or you don't care about spoilers. You know what I mean? So I was like kind of like deer in the headlights for a moment there, like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, but I thought about it afterwards and it's like, come on, man. You know?
Hell yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, that was funny. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that's all the announcements though. If I remember anything else, I'll make sure that I mention it before the end of the stream. But yeah, that's what Project Manga has going on for season 4, man. More tangential tie-ins are coming back. I fucking miss the fuck out of that show. Like the weekly Shonen Jump reviews are so like, I don't want to say stress-inducing, but there's just so much you have to prepare for and think about and like really make sure that what you're saying is like on point to the best of your ability, because you're totally representing your entire like persona and brand on those shows. You know what I mean? So like those are kind of stressful in that way. The tie-ins are just like, we're talking about the tightest old people in anime. You know what I mean? Like, that's so easy. Fucking put your feet up.
I got
like,
Genkai.
Yeah, you know what I
Roshi.
mean? Yeah, like
think I was
recline
actually
and
part of
just
it.
talk
Yeah, I remember
about
that one.
nostalgic shit. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, it's just like such a fun show. I can't wait till we start doing that again. But
Last announcement: we're getting a hot tub stream.
fuck it.
A hot tub
I need to start doing a lot more
stream.
push-ups. Dang.
Holy shit. But yeah, man.
Don't walk into a Cadillac. Should not expect
yeah.
to see some
Yeah, hold on.
cattle.
Let me
Thank
think.
you, V.
Okay, so Kiko and Nick are gone. Rip. F in the chat for them. Love those guys. Hope they come
Yep.
back for a stream or two in the future.
As guests when things settle down.
Black Clover and Mashal are being replaced by Mission Yozakura Family and Ayashimon respectively. Project Manga Awards 2021 is happening. Follow us on Twitter so that you can get updates for that as they happen, or join the Discord or something. Oh wait, does it work in here? Oh, I have to sign in. Oh, no. It's because we're doing it on YouTube and not Twitch. I was going to say I could just load in the fucking Nightbot links, but whatever. Let's see, what else? Oh, yeah, new merchandise coming out. Check out the merchandise we already have in there. We got some tight shit, man. Fuck with those crew necks, man. Crew necks.
And it's all original designs, right?
Yeah,
It's
it's all
sweatpants. I'm ready.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we got joggers and shit in there now, and yes, all of the designs that we're going to be collaborating with artists inside of the community for are all going to be original designs. So that's going to be really fucking cool. Book club, Tangential Science is coming back. I think we already said that. Yeah, I think that's everything. All right.
Yato said only mans.
Only mans.
Project Manga only mans.
Oh man.
All right, the Q&A portion of the stream. We already had some questions that were asked on Twitter and YouTube, so I feel like I want to knock those out first. What's up with Kiko and Nickums? Huh?
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
The hoodies are peak merch. Shout out Mihawk. Good shit.
Hey, thank you, Mihawk. But yeah, okay, so as far as questions go, we had some people that already asked us some things on Twitter and YouTube. Someone said, what's up with Kiko and Nickums? We already answered that. They have left the brand. They will not be returning anytime in the immediate future. Doesn't mean that they will never be back on the show again. But they are, separate from our consistent, regular content creation. Let's see. When are you guys going to do more Air Gear related content? This is a question from our good buddy Bariqua Mihawk. Air Gear related content. Eagle, I think you were reading Air Gear live on Twitch a year or two ago. I think you read the first volume or something.
I read the first volume. It was part of the
Yeah.
It was part of the eliminative bracket of series that I was doing. I read the first volume of a bunch of series and then put a poll up to see which one I should continue reading, and I think that Air Gear just lost out.
Yeah. Yeah, I think what did you continue reading? I think it was Berserk, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. I think you read 4 or 5 volumes of Berserk before that line of content kind of went on hiatus. We all stopped reading manga live. And and then you just went on hiatus, in general, yourself personally.
Things went in the shitter in the background of my life, and then I had to take a hiatus from the show for a while.
You were gone for 4 months.
Never picked it back up, really.
Yeah.
Let's see. We've got a question from Kazaiku. How does the pod update on Spotify and Apple Podcasts? That's
Good
more
question.
you guys think for the back end.
Yeah.
We use mostly Anchor, right?
Yeah, so we upload them on Anchor, and then Anchor pushes them out to Spotify, Apple, Stitcher, and things like that. So
the usual upload schedule is that the episodes will go up onto Anchor the day after they go live on YouTube for the public.
Mm-hmm.
So it's one day early access private up on YouTube for the Patreon special grade members.
Yep.
The next day it goes live on YouTube for the public.
Yep.
Next day it goes out onto Anchor, which pushes it out onto all the other audio listening platforms within, 2 hours of uploading onto Anchor?
Yep. Yeah.
So yeah.
Sounds about right. That's how it works. Fuck yeah.
Let's see.
Hold on. We still got some questions that people asked before the stream that I'm trying to get through here. So where is it? Oh, this is just a bunch of repeated questions of people asking where are Kiko and Nickums. Oh, okay, here we go. I know several series are ending, but I'm assuming Dr. Stone may end sooner than the rest by a rough estimate. So before it concludes, what are some of your favorite parts of the series? This can be in terms of characters, inventions, plot developments, dialogue, or whatever else. This is a brilliant, beautiful question from Rick said at Avarg8 on Twitter. Beautiful question. Dr. Stone, yeah, wow. There's a lot of content there. Favorite inventions. Woo, favorite characters, plot developments, dialogue, whatever. All right. I think it's really fucking cool how the Medusa is a trefoil knot. I think that was like really cool. I was like, I'm like rereading the series right now with a couple of my friends, and we're in the Treasure Island arc right now, where you like first see the Medusa for the first time, and like one of my homeboys is like a genius, like robotics, like coder, like engineer type dude, and then the other one is like a genius, like physicist, like PhD, like type cat or whatever. So I love like watching Dr. Stone and reading Dr. Stone with them, because they always like say like crazy mind blowing like genius shit like while we're watching it. And then like my homeboy Jacob like went into like what a trefoil knot is, how it works in mathematics, all of these things. You've definitely seen the logo before. It's like the fucking Treyarch logo. It's like, you know, some super tight shit like that. And I like didn't even like put that together like at first when I was first reading it. I like needed him to tell me it was a trefoil knot, so I thought that was really fucking cool. I love the drone invention, just because of like when we got the drone, like at the end of the chapter when Senku's like, we're making a drone, get excited, I was like, oh fuck. And I remember Nickums being like, that's like so weird that we're going into like drones and shit. It's like no longer like the really cool physics and like, you know, caveman like era like inventions. We're going into like really new technology like way too quickly or whatever. But then of course in the series, you know, they made the fucking, you know, bootleg Stone World version of it, and it was so cool because they fucking brought up Quap while he was talking about like the controller of the you know, of the drone. They were like, yeah, you ever play Quap? And I was like, yeah, oh my god. That was really fucking cool.
Like the drone reminded me of this. That was actually my favorite invention. Straight up was the drone for Dr. Stone, because it reminded me of this PS2 game called Steambot Chronicles. And you used the analog sticks, and the right analog controlled the right leg, and the left analog controlled the left leg. So if you pushed both legs, the analog sticks forward, it would walk into a straight line, and you could do things to cause it to like turn and pivot. And like that was one of my favorite things.
Hell yeah. I think my favorite invention is probably the car, just because aesthetically it was really fucking awesome. Like it was like the gorilla design to it.
Yes, they snapped.
The
gorilla face on the outside. Yeah.
Yeah, they went crazy on that. Favorite characters? I don't know, dude. Who is my favorite character in Dr. Stone? I don't know. I always say that my top three. Man, my top three changes so much. But like
my
just
top
like,
three right now. I would have to say Senku, Kohaku, and Chrome.
Nice. I like that. I like that a lot. I think I like the craftsman buddies. I think I like the craftsman team inside of like Senku, Kaseki, and Chrome. It's like those three got like such deep like homeboy writing. You know what I mean? Like in the earlier arcs, you know what I mean? Like where it's like, hey, Kaseki, you're not too old. You're with two young ass motherfuckers, but like how old you are doesn't matter to us. You're the tightest dude in here. Like without you, we can't fucking do any of this shit. You know what I mean? And he's like, oh, what? Ah! You know what I mean? It's just like those kind of moments are like so like lit for me. Like I just love their group. You know, to let you know like you're not too old. Yeah, I love that.
My favorite Dr. Stone characters would probably be Kaseki, Stanley, and then like
Stanley. Oh
Ryusui.
yeah, Xeno Shooter. Oh yeah.
And Ryusui.
Dude, I
like
love
those are
Ryusui.
my top three.
Yeah.
Like I love Kaseki for the same reasons you do. I love Ryusui because he like even though he's such a bombastic character, there's definitely moments when like my favorite part is when he is like a little introspective and he puts away the over the top persona and is like actually reflecting on things. It's happened like 1 or 2 times in the series so far. But every time I'm just like, yeah, you're a real one. Just you don't let it show often. Like, and it probably comes from his like, very affluent upbringing, you know?
Yeah.
Because like a lot of the rich kids I knew growing up, like a few of them, they definitely had a very presentational persona. that they, you know, kept in their pocket, you know, all the time.
Yeah.
Favorite plot developments, I would say, for me are anything that have to do with Y-Man, really, like,
Yeah.
as far as
Yeah.
like learning about what he's doing or what they're doing or things they're just enacting in their plan. Like, I just always think back to, you know, the first couple times we heard about Y-Man or learned about Y-Man, where it was like the radio transmission where
Yeah.
he was saying the fucking the Medusa command to petrify the entire Earth.
Yeah.
And
Oh boy.
and it was just like we got that panel of that first like rendition of, you know, that artistic drawing. We get a Y-Man with like the skull and all the teeth and just visceral. That shit gave me
Horrifying.
goosebumps.
Yes.
Gave me chills. And the second time, when they're talking about how he has Senku's voice, it's like that also gave me chill. Anytime Y-Man is just, most times Y-Man is brought up,
Yeah.
it just runs chills down my spine and like just gives me goosebumps and like takes the fucking air out of me almost.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Mhm.
I think the Senku, I think the Y-Man having Senku's voice thing is where all of the like Y-Man is a robot or like Y-Man is an AI kind of like theories kind of like come from or whatever. I know that Mello brought it up on the,
what
the
happened
show
to me.
before. Yeah. Okay, so it was inside of that. That's what kind of like had you thinking about that, right?
Honestly, I thought so because it just didn't make sense for someone to have your own voice. Like, this is
Right.
a science series. It's not like a demon supernatural series, because that'd be really interesting. But it's not like Delicious in Dungeon, where you're facing, you know, demons and mirrors and stuff.
Yeah.
So like,
Yeah.
for me, it just is like, what makes the most sense.
Right.
I was just trying to pull an Occam's razor and stuff.
Yeah, no,
Um,
for sure. Newton's flaming laser sworded that shit. All right, peace out, in Panzu. Good to see you, brother. Got to bounce.
Hey.
Got uni in the morning.
I'm
Thanks for
so
pulling
glad
up,
you
man.
stopped by and just said hey.
Yeah.
You know,
Yes.
thank you.
Good to see you, bro.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
But yeah, any other questions from like before the stream on Twitter?
Oh
and
yeah, let me
such?
see. I don't think. Honestly, I don't think so. Everyone's asking like, where's Kiko and Nickums, basically. So I'm glad that we got that settled there. But yeah, I don't know. Have there been a bunch of questions in the chat? I haven't really been looking at it like that.
We've had
Yeah,
a few.
Steva asks,
Let's get
would
it.
y'all ever do some other series outside Shonen Jump for one-shots like Blue Lock? I think that is a possibility for the one-shot series, that we'll just do
Right.
kind of one-off reviews for other series.
Yeah.
I think you can probably definitely look forward to something like that.
Yeah, typically we would want to keep it inside of Weekly Shonen Jump if we can, just because that's like our mainline content. But eventually, like, those ideas are gonna run out at some point in time. We're gonna be like, man, when was the last time we did a One Piece one shot? Oh, last week. Okay. Well, you guys got any ideas for anything else inside of Weekly Shonen Jump? No. All right. Let's see what's cracking with Weekly Shonen Magazine. Let's do a fucking Shangri-La Frontier one shot or something
Yeah,
like
it's
that.
like,
You know
what
what I mean?
What have you been
definitely
reading
happen.
recently? It's like, oh
Right.
yeah, I've been checking out Blue Period, and it's getting an anime. That's
Yeah.
pretty cool. Like,
Yeah.
but yeah, Siva, if you are looking for stuff that's outside of the regular series, do check out our book club.
Yeah. Yeah, the book club is going to be the main
Book club is an
main
incredible
source
place for that. A great
Yeah.
place
for
that.
any like even seinen and other
Yeah.
genres. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
think
we-
I don't think we've even done a single Weekly Shonen Jump manga inside of our book club yet. We've done like 12
Yeah.
or 13 book clubs now, and like half of them have been seinen demographics. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Last one was Opossums.
yeah, that's right.
Which was a
Tsutomu Nihei.
cyberpunk thing by the creator of Gantz. Yeah.
Yeah.
Apollos asks, do you have any plans on how to fit in Chainsaw Man if it returns next year? Main show or special grade, because it's Jump Plus? We were
Great
thinking
question.
most likely special grade, right?
Right. We definitely want to keep Weekly Shonen Jump. We want to keep the YouTube show Weekly Shonen Jump specific. Chainsaw Man was originally on the YouTube show. That's like where a lot of our audience clout, like viewership kind of came from when Chainsaw Man was really juking like that. You know what I mean? Like when that shit was busting, like a lot of people were watching our shit. You know what I mean? And so like obviously you'd want to say like just put Chainsaw Man back on, the main roster, but we'll have to see like what happens. You know what I mean? I think Eagle is right that we probably will put it on the special grade show because it is a Jump Plus title. So
Yeah. Kaizuko says, have you guys ever thought about reacting live with the three of you? I think people like multiple people reactions more than solo ones, just like we love the multiple people review. I mean, theoretically, it sounds good, right? But
I fucking
as
read
far as,
all
like,
the leaks.
he reads, Nox reads all the leaks. He scans, he reads
Raws,
spoilers, everything, raws. And even
Twitter
if he
has
didn't,
ruined
even if
me.
he could resist himself, like scheduling wise, time wise, like Sundays, I do the reactions for the pods, but like Nox is dealing with his son all day. Mello works.
Yeah.
Just
tough.
logistically, it wouldn't really work out, you know. So
in the future, though, like if we could figure something like that out, like if we all want to like meet up and just like randomly like live react to like the first episode of like a new incredible anime that everyone's talking about or something, like we could do some shit like that. That'd be tight.
If we can figure out how to do anime live reactions without getting copyright stricken into oblivion, I would actually love to do a couple series of those. I've thought about it. I've thought about when One Piece ends, I want to do a whole rewatch series.
Ooh, that'd be tight. Well, see, the thing about it is, like, you could do that because, like, Twitch can't hate while you're live. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not gonna fucking like chop your stream down in the middle of it because you got manga panels up there or anime clips up there. You know what I mean? So it's like if we wanted to do it to where we all live react on Twitch and then we like download the VOD, delete it off Twitch like instantly, and then like throw it on Patreon or something to kind of like hide from the copyright strikes. Like we could do some shit like that too. Like we do that for all of our other copyrighted live stream content. So
let's see.
Siva says, would you guys ever record the reactions and upload them? The reactions do go up onto Patreon.
Yeah.
Reactions and all our Twitch streams and everything else go up onto the Patreon, Siva.
Yeah, and I feel like I wouldn't want to do like an offline recording of a live reaction. I feel like a live reaction should be done live with people. Yeah, with the chat. You know what I mean? Like that's where
I think because like
for the
I feel like
happens.
the chat is like the perfect like extra spice to like do that little chain reaction of chemical stuff.
Right. You guys
which
keep
is why
going.
we're doing
I'll be
this
right back. You guys keep
announcement.
talking.
Like that's why we're doing the announcements with you guys here, because like if we just did like a canned announcement video, it'd probably be the most boring one, I think. So let's see.
I'd love to know who each of your favorite characters are in the mangas that's reviewed on the weekly lineup. Okay, so Jujutsu Kaisen, my favorite character is... I'm going to go back to that one because I'm having trouble... oh, nope, Toto. My favorite character is Toto in Jujutsu Kaisen, hands down. Dr. Stone, my favorite character is Kohaku. Actually, no, Chrome. Chrome gets the slight edge over Kohaku. Marshall, my favorite character is going to be Lance.
Big Lance.
And Black Clover, I'm going to have to say Mario Leona. You know, my bitch. You know, I got to go with the waifu. My Hero Academia, my favorite character is definitely Kirishima. And One Piece, I got to go with the King of Pirates himself, man, Luffy. Luffy is my favorite character in One Piece. That might sound basic, but I think when you really look into how well his character really is written, even though it doesn't seem that way on the surface, it's just like he's got to take that from me. He's a goat. He's the goat.
I feel so weird not saying Luffy is my favorite character in One Piece. You know what I mean? It's just like so obvious that he's the best fucking character in One Piece to me. You know what I mean? So like I'll say like besides Luffy, Zoro's my favorite, or something like that. But like even if I don't say that and I'm just like, no, my favorite character is Roronoa Zoro, like in the back of my head I'm like, but it's really Luffy though, even if I don't say it.
I think that my favorite character in One Piece is Jinbei, to be honest.
Yeah, that's cool.
I love Jinbei. I love his aesthetic. I like the way he treats others, and like I like the way he's kind of grown. And he has some of the best double spreads when he, like just like when he's doing that like brick breaker thing where he's doing like the palm thrust, and it's like when you're a kid at the swimming pool and you're just doing this thing and he like sinks a bunch of ships, and I was like, yes, you're my guy.
His voice actor, bro, is one of the best in the show, bro.
Let's see. So the question, Nox, was favorite characters from your favorite character from each of our like regular weekly Shonen Jump.
Oh shit.
For Mashal, I think Wahlberg is my favorite.
pick.
Wahlberg is a great pick there.
He's so deep, and like I empathize with him because like when I was younger, I had anger management problems, and so like when you view the world with violence, everything looks like a target, everything looks like a threat. When you view the world with kindness and compassion, you just see people that could use help, right? So like I really empathize with that kind of thinking that kind of shift in thinking. Let's see, for Jujutsu Kaisen, my favorite character in Jujutsu Kaisen, that's extremely tough. But Choso. Choso's one of my favorites. Choso's one of my favorites.
I love Choso as a favorite character pick for
so
Jujutsu.
good.
That's
He's
so good.
Cool. I like the blood magic. It's just very... I liked his fights. I liked his motivations. I thought his transitions as a character from threat to ally to, a shaky ally, and all these things. Or Maki. Those are my top two for things that I'd say those two are tied.
Those are great picks.
For my hero, I think that my favorite is Twice. Rip.
Nice.
Twice. And then for like living characters, probably All for One. I feel like
dude, I knew you were gonna fucking say All for One, bro. Oh my god.
He's a good villain.
He's an incredible villain.
He's a great villain.
I totally knew you were going to say that.
I really appreciate him as a villain because he doesn't bring a lot of his own stuff when he's antagonizing his opponents. He focuses on what his opponents are weak against and then antagonizes them that way.
Yeah.
Which I think is a huge thing because a lot of we see a lot especially in shonen manga, villains who like don't step away from their own personal problems when interacting with like the heroes, and then they give them the inevitable gap in their armor.
Yeah, it's always, whenever you have like a big mainstay villain, you know what I mean, in a series, they're always like, even if they're spitting and even if, they're sympathetic or even if you can kind of agree with them on certain things, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, like one of their like big weaknesses is always like arrogance. They're like super pretentious, you know what I mean? Like things like that like allow them to kind of like slip into some kind of crack and, and kind of allow them to, and, All for One, as arrogant as you can say he is, like the motherfucker got results, you know what I'm saying? So it's like it's a little bit, yeah, it's exactly, you know what I mean? So and I love seeing how inspired, All for One is to a lot of Western comic book villains, you know what I mean? I love seeing, Doom inside of All for One. I love seeing, just pick a name out of a fucking hat. Like you can feel the inspiration like all throughout, My Hero Academia and pretty much everything that it tries to do. It feels very Japanese, but it feels very Western American, like at the same time. Whenever those things blend. Yeah, you know what I mean? It's like a beautiful blend of influences and inspirations that you can see like right there on the page. And also if you wanted to dig a little bit deeper, and find, a lot less vivid inspiration, you can find that too, you know what I mean? So I love the layers inside of a villain like All for One in My Hero Academia. I knew you were gonna fucking say that shit, bro.
Hey, what can I say? I'm a creature of habit.
Yeah. Is that all yours, Mello? Was that all yours?
Just this is just for the YouTube show, right?
Yeah. Let's see. Black Clover. I find that Luck is charming. Like,
Luck.
I like Luck or Henry. Henry was one of the greatest reveals ever in the creepy house. That was like one of the images that stuck with me for a really long time. So I'm gonna do a quick pivot. Henry, he's my favorite. I like that he's getting a little chance to shine in this current arc. Let's see. I think that's it. Off the top of my head, I'm honestly like reading a lot of the questions, so I'm a touch distracted because I don't want to miss any of your guys' stuff.
Go, to take them as we got them, so I'm still like way up in the chat. We should probably try and blaze through them.
Yeah, Eagle, just like blaze through your favorite characters real quick.
I already went through mine. Go ahead, yours.
Okay. One Piece. I'm gonna say Zoro. Black Clover, I'm gonna say
Knew that
Yami.
Okay.
Like, dude, Zoro, like, there's no like rhyme or reason why Zoro is my, like, there's no like rational, like analytical, like deep dive, like reason why Zoro is my favorite. His aesthetic is perfect.
He's
a
just
fucking
hard body.
He's a swordsman. Like, swordsmen just speak to me. Like, he's a fucking atheist. Like all of these things, like, just like speak to me, like on a personal level inside of what Zoro does. He just feels like a perfect swordsman character for me, and I fucking love swordsmen. So like, Zoro's my pick. Mashal, I'm gonna say Mash is my favorite. It's pretty easy for me. I don't really care about too many other characters inside of Mashal like that. Mello already said Wahlberg. That would be like my second or tied pick, you know, like next to Mashal or next to Mash. Inside of Dr. Stone, my favorite character is Chrome. If I had to pick one single character with a gun to my head, I would say it's Chrome, because Chrome represents like me as a reader inside of Dr. Stone, and we've kind of talked about that in our reviews a lot. He's like, just like, you know, the viewer or the reader, the audience, basically. It's like we know a little bit about science from like school and shit. We're not scientists ourselves. We're like learning about all of this shit at the same time as him, but we have a little bit more understanding than the Stone World people that he's introducing this new magic to. You know what I mean? So I feel I resonate with Chrome in that way. Hold on, what have I done? One Piece, Dr. Stone, Black Clover. My Hero Academia, my favorite character is fucking All Might. I fucking love that guy, bro.
Siva, thank you
yeah.
for swinging by. Good luck with university if you have any tests. So, like, keep on keeping on. School's a full-time job, but been there, so
Yeah.
good luck.
Yeah. Peace out, Siva. Good to see you.
See ya.
Good luck on uni. I think that's all of them, right? Wait a minute. No.
No, you got Jujutsu Kaisen and.
Fuck. Yeah, Jujutsu Kaisen. Kenjaku is my favorite fucking character in
Okay.
Jujutsu Kaisen.
Definitely.
Before the Kenjaku reveal, my favorite character was also just Suguru Geto. All right, boom. I'm done.
It was an easy transition for you.
It was very easy transition for me.
Let's
Next
hit some of these
question,
other questions.
Sam, what's y'all favorite shonen that is currently completed and or retired? Naruto.
Chainsaw Man. Wait, that's not shonen.
Yeah, it
It's
is.
shonen. It's shonen. Chainsaw Man.
Absolutely
Chainsaw Man.
shonen. Chainsaw Man, and then you said, what did you say, Eagle?
Naruto.
Completed? Jigo Karaku.
Nice. We've got a question
That's just
by
off the top
V.
of my head. Yeah.
We got a question from V. How are you guys enjoying the current Ranger Reject arc, and which characters are you enjoying most? This is a special question from V, because shout out to you. We wouldn't be able to read it without you.
Yeah, straight up. Big shout out to V, typesetter in the translation team, or Ranger Reject English, fucking champion, and a patron.
Let's go.
Appreciate the shit out of you.
Fuck yeah.
Champion stuff.
I fucking love the current Ranger Reject arc, man. I love Ranger Reject for what it does with strategy and how it plays with expectations and subverts them. Obviously, it's a very deconstructive or deconstructionist Sentai manga.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like, expectation subversion is just like, you know, expected to a great, you know, in a great deal inside of works like that. And I just love how it works out in literally every area of the writing. My expectations are constantly just shattered at every point in that. Whether it's how characters interact with each other, whether it's like whatever they're doing inside of combat, it feels so layered, it feels so deep, it feels so nuanced in all of these areas. And I just love Sakurama, Dakurama, I think Mello coined that.
Yeah, I love calling him Dakurama because
Yeah.
it makes sense to me. It's just, but like, so like I love Ranger Reject because I grew up on the Power Rangers and like Beetleborgs and like
Big
Kamen
bad
Rider.
Beetleborgs.
I grew up on that stuff, so like I love seeing that, and I'm also the kind of person that is a little cynical, so I like stuff like Transmetropolitan, Watchmen, The Boys.
Yes.
So Ranger Reject is like the perfect meeting point between my two like childhood and adult interests.
Absolutely.
The current arc is fantastic. I really am interested in the character of Koganuma, the Ranmaru Koganuma.
Ranmaru Koguma, yeah.
Yeah, Ranmaru. Yeah,
Yes.
I think he is a very interesting character, especially of what he's been able to do in like the most recent chapter for the group. And then there's all that level of mystery, whether is it him or is it a faker? But there's still technical ability, so like it could still be him. I have no idea, and just that intrigues the shit out of me.
Hell yeah. Yeah, there's so much mystery, there's so much uncertainty, there's so much worry and tension inside of anything that happens, whether it's a conversation or a fight. They've really nailed stakes inside of Ranger Reject, which is wild because the main character, for all intents and purposes, unless they're going up against a divine tool, is immortal. You know what I mean? So the way that they're able to inject stakes in all of these other areas outside of conflict and direct violence is just amazing. I have to take my hat off to any shonen writers that kind of nail that. You know what I mean? So shout out Harubi Negi, Haruba,
Yeah.
Haruba Negi. There we go.
I'm loving the current arc as well, obviously for all the reasons you guys said, and just any like test exam, tournament / style arc, great for me.
You do love Naruto.
That's right.
Yes.
Classico.
So, let's see. Question: Are you guys ever planning on making some JoJo's related content? I really love this series and would love to see your takes on it. Nox has never watched or read it, I believe. I specifically wait for the anime because I enjoy the anime so much. I don't know. I would be open to doing some JoJo's live reactions, anime live reactions when the new Stone Ocean comes out.
Oh yeah.
Good, yeah.
Part 6.
Like JoJo, I like, but I always get mixed up with like which series and stuff is like in order, and like I'm easy, I have ADHD. I get wrapped up in little things, so like it throws me off. My favorite one was Steel Ball Run so far. Like that's been my absolute
I'd be
favorite
hearing.
JoJo
Yeah.
one. If we did like any content, I would probably throw in my hat for a Steel Ball Run first. Just to answer your question. Let's see.
As far as
question.
as far as
sorry.
JoJo goes for me, I don't know. I'd be down to like do a live reaction series of just like my first experience with JoJo, right? Because it's like I watched like the first 2 episodes of Phantom Blood, and then I watched like the first episode of like Stardust Crusaders just because it was on at Nickham's house when he had like a function, and I just like tuned in there. Like he just started watching part 3 like at his little party that he was having or whatever. So I've seen like 3 episodes of JoJo's. But I'd be down to like take it from the top and just like go through the entire series on Twitch or something. Like this is probably like way out into the future because it's like I gotta finish World Trigger in my live reactions. Then I gotta go back and do like Kengan Omega because I've been like super lacking on that. I've been saying that I was gonna go do that like for a while, but like super like later, like after all that, I'd be so down to do like a live reaction of just JoJo as an anime. And then once I catch up to the anime, I'd be down to just continue it in the manga on Twitch. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
We got a question. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
From
I was just gonna
Righteous
field one as
Judgment. Which series, in your opinion, has a better overall story and characters, My Hero Academia or Jujutsu Kaisen?
I'm trying to avoid this one.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry. I they posted it twice, and I was just like, you know what? They really want us to answer, and I think that's important. We're here for the hard hitting, tough question. And
That is a
content.
tough ass question.
And then which one has the best side characters?
It depends on what you like. I would say, like, for me personally, I would say My Hero Academia.
Jujutsu Kaisen definitely has the best side characters for me. That's the easy one to answer. But
Yeah. I mean, side characters wasn't really a part of it. It was overall
Isn't that what I
story.
said? I thought Mello just added that part.
Maybe it was
Which
another.
series has a better overall story and characters, and then between the two?
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah,
then
yeah.
Which
This is one that was
between
posted
these
further
two
down.
has the best side characters? Yeah, the question was posted twice, so I just went with the most recent
So,
one.
side characters, I'm gonna say Jujutsu Kaisen as well. But for overall story, just for me personally and my taste, I would say My Hero.
Yeah. I think I agree on the story side. My hero, I think wins on the story side of things for me. It just like I can just feel the scale. Like I love the world and the story of Jujutsu Kaisen a great deal. but like there's just so much like mystery inside of it, which is a positive thing. But just because I just understand the scale and the scope and the goal of My Hero Academia so much better, I'm gonna choose My Hero Academia for that question. But characters, oh fuck, Jujutsu Kaisen for me on that. Yeah, I love every single character in Jujutsu Kaisen so much.
Yeah.
Even the characters that like end up like not being shit or not mattering as much as, you know, we think or we want them to. Jujutsu Kaisen characters are just always incredible, and My Hero Academia characters can be great a lot of the time, but there are just so many that I just don't care about, which is, I feel like, on purpose almost to a certain degree from Kohei. Like not every character is meant to be like, you know, mind-blowing like top 10 character potential. So yeah.
Going back up in the chat a little bit, maybe this is Morning Haze says, maybe this has been asked already, but do you plan on doing live Twitch reactions, Mello? This is something we've kind of played with a little bit in the past. Ideas on maybe some lines of content we could have him doing on Twitch. We've bounced around Mello's monthlies, maybe, where he does some reactions to monthly series, which a lot of you have asked about if we'll cover any monthly stuff. So I don't know.
We just got to get him some better
scheduling.
We got to get him some better internet is what we have to do.
Yeah, I recently moved, and I live in like this apartment building that is built in like the 1920s, 1930s. So the internet is at the moment as best as it's gonna be at the moment, and it just isn't quite up to the standard that I would want, especially for like a Twitch live stream. So like, thank you so much. I'm glad that there's like a desire for that kind of content because I want to give it, but I just don't have the capability right now.
Hardware wise, you're good to go. Like
hardware wise,
your computer
I'm aces.
Yeah,
I'm rolling on all cylinders.
We even did like a test stream. Yeah, we even did like a test stream like however long ago to like see like what, you know, solo Twitch content for Mello would look like, and his internet was just like so bad that
it's just an old
it wasn't watchable. Yeah, so like whenever his internet is better, I'm sure you'll be down for that. But
so we got that. Let's see. To answer your question, Righteous, I personally find the side characters for My Hero Academia very charming. It's okay. I talk a lot, and I'm also very quiet at the same time. It's a dichotomy. And then I find those charming. I like those. I think that the characters themselves, like the guys were saying, Jujutsu Kaisen, are just so solid. And like, while I love My Hero's story, and I think it's a very like it's like, if you like kind of like if you read Joseph Campbell and you like the classic hero story, then My Hero is going to be more satisfying, and you're going to like that stuff. But me, I personally like the mystery, and I like horror. So for me, Jujutsu Kaisen is like my preferred kind of story, because I like series like Monster or Billy Bat and kind of stuff
Billy
like
Bat,
that.
baby.
So like, I like not knowing what's going to happen, but I still have that moment like I'm just waiting for the other shoe to drop.
Yeah.
And so, like, for that kind of storytelling, that kind of story, to me, is more appealing.
Oh, yeah. I just saw this question
Steve.
from Tropics. Anyone interested in a Golden Kamui live reaction? I actually read the first volume of Golden Kamui live on Twitch, like, last year or the year before. I didn't continue with that because I did the same thing that Eagle did, where I, like, hit the timeline and I, like, you know, was like, what should I read on Twitch? And then like comments, you know, or replies filled up. I took like the 4 most interesting ones from that and then made a poll for it. And then it's like, which one do you guys want me to read? And then Golden Kamui, I think, won. So I read the first volume of that, but then I read the first volume of the other 3 the weeks following. And then I did like another poll for which one I should continue. And then Kengan Ashura, I think, won that. And then I read all of Kengan Ashura after that. I'd be down to go back to Golden Kamui though. Eventually. I think the first volume reaction that I did is on Patreon right now, if you want to watch that. So
yeah, let's see, how do you see the Straw Hats getting the Poneglyph at the end of Wano with the Marines ready to invade? That is a good question.
Jesus.
I mean, Brooke already knows where it's at, so we have that, but who knows if the one he saw was even the road poneglyph? I don't remember him stating that it was red. I thought the one in the room full of dolls. Remember?
Yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah.
That was one, wasn't it? Wasn't it? That was a road poneglyph.
I don't know.
No, it definitely was, bro. Hold on. Rook, Big Mom, poneglyph.
That's not Big Mom's.
Oh, oh yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right.
Wano poneglyph.
Yeah.
So I think that the weapons cache in the floating head of Onigashima is going to play a big part in the defeating of the incoming navy, based on that Wano is Super Japan, and one of the biggest legends in Japan is they had that giant fan, and they waved the fan, and the invading Khan army got sank, and it happened twice in history, right? So I think that what's going to happen is that there's going to be a fan blow, and the Onigashima is going to be dropped. It's going to be exploded, and the debris is going to land in the water and create a large wave, like Onigashima is going to crash into the water to like contain the explosion, and then when it explodes, it's going to create a large wave and knock away the incoming navy, and that's what I believe is going to happen.
Wow. Apparently, it's not a road poneglyph. According to this like really quick Google search I did, during the fire festival at Onigashima, Law found a poneglyph at level 2 below the base, but it is not a road poneglyph, apparently, according to Google. Just wanted to throw that out there. That'd be wild, Mello. You think Onigashima is gonna fall and explode? That's wild.
I think it's going to be used as, I think they're going to try to they're like, well, it's getting too close, it's going to explode, we need to put in a place where it won't do damage. The ocean is the best option. And then, I've seen explosions happen underwater on like all those YouTube things, so like I could definitely see like a large wave happen and then cause kind of a big dispersal of air, and then the kind of collapse for the water filling in that void, creating a large like undulation to like knock those ships out of the water.
Yeah, I see the vision.
Yeah,
but I'm pretty sure that oh wait, you mean like when it just falls, like the pressure of like the actual thing falling is going to create the wave, not the actual explosion of like ammunition?
Both. It could I think it could be both, like falling and then also the explosion, and then the collapse of the water filling the space where the explosion pushed it away. Like
I want to say Yamato, does his job and fucking, gets rid of all of the bombs and explosives before that. But
you never know.
It could totally be like all right, I cleared out all the explosives, but like there was like another room that I like didn't see that had like a great deal of explosives left that aren't enough to blow up and like kill everyone the way that we thought it would, but is enough to create this giant tidal wave that you're talking about.
Or like it's enough to crack Onigashima.
Yeah, something like that.
And they're like, play together, but we can't do this forever. We need to shove it off to the side.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Higuruma Rookie of the Year for 2021. I think I agree. Salamander Red. I think when we do our award show, I think I will say Higuruma is the best new character, best rookie character of 2021. I think that'll be my pick for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
He's got such cinematic vibes. I love his character, and it charmed me in 3 chapters.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying I'm easy, but like I don't think I'm that easy. So it's like it was good writing. Yeah, fantastic writing.
Gege snapped on Higuruma for sure.
Kaizokuo, what y'all expecting with Chainsaw Man 2?
Hopefully we get it like, in the next like 3 fucking months or some shit. Like how long are we gonna fucking wait for this? God
right, damn man.
I need
I'm
that shit.
expecting sadness.
Expeditiously. Oh yes.
I'm gonna cry.
As far as expectations though, like I guess Denji will get to see a lot more Chainsaw Man shit. Like he will probably have mastered Chainsaw. I don't know how big of a time skip they're planning on doing, if any, but we'll get to see way tighter Chainsaw Man shit, hopefully. Where the story's gonna go, who knows, with Makima like seemingly out of the picture.
I want to see.
Yeah, who knows? It's literally a blank slate.
Yeah.
I want to see Denji go to school. Like that's what I'm hoping for Chainsaw Man 2, because like the one thing that he truly wanted was when he was talking to Riza and she was showing him around school, and he's like, I never had a chance for any of this. This is so cool. it's like if and he was like there was that moment where he's like, if you were with me, I could do this every day. And that broke my heart. I was like, "Ah, man." So like Chainsaw Man 2, I think that would be a really interesting transition if because they're like, "Hey, he's raising a sister." So like a school is a nice place with like form and structure and like lots of people to look out for others, to be observed and stuff and like be taken care of. So I think a school would be a good place for Denji and Makima's reincarnation, the young girl.
Yeah, I think Fujimoto Tatsuki even said like in an interview or something, he's like, I want Chainsaw Man Part 2 to be seen as like something completely different from the first part. You know what I mean? I don't know like how, you know, much we can take Fujimoto Tatsuki, you know, for his word inside of interviews. You know what I mean? You got people like Oda trolling. Akutami Gege feels like they're trolling in interviews, you know what I mean? So you never know like what's like really good, you know what I mean? Whenever
They're
these
coy.
mangaka eventually like decide to speak up, they're very mysterious, very enigmatic in that way. But I think I can really believe that answer at least, you know what I mean, or that response from Fujimoto Tatsuki. If Chainsaw Man Part 2 is going to be wildly different from Part 1, I think that we can assume that it'll be a lot less, you know, on the esoteric side of things narratively, and I feel like it'll be a lot more slice of life than part 1 was, which is like totally cool, especially if he wants to do like 3 parts for Chainsaw Man. You get like some super crazy like, you know, fucking abstract like Warhol fucking type like Tarantino-esque, you know, storytelling and like, you know, storyboarding and like writing and shit like that for part 1, and then you go into like a lot more like introspective like slice of life, like wholesome mundane, you know, storytelling for part 2. Obviously there'll still be action there. He's going back into Jump Plus with it, so like you got that too, you know what I mean, as far as like boundary pushing goes, you know what I mean, inside of your narrative. So you never know what can happen, especially since it's Fujimoto Tatsuki. But like if he really wants to do 3 parts for Chainsaw Man, which like I feel like he would want to, if part 2 is going to be a lot less wild than part 1, and then go kind of like back to part 1 like roots for part 3, then like I could totally see it being something like that for part 2, which would be really cool. But I don't know, that's kind of all I really had for that.
Yeah, I feel like he definitely needs to like reset to kind of like a stable 0
Yeah.
and like build like a foundation of order and stuff to then have us be invested in it and then slowly tear it apart and make me cry. Um,
Oh, the tears will be there. The tears are happening. The chest tightening is real in Chainsaw Man, and I feel like we'll have it in all 3 parts, or all 2 parts if he only wants to do 2. But
yeah.
what else we got? What else we got? You guys, do you guys have any like questions in the tuck? I have not been looking at the chat like at all. I'm like just now starting to look at the chat again. Are you guys NBA fans? Not anymore, really.
I've got a Yao Ming jersey.
East Blue Drew. I wish that I had time to be the sports fan that I was like 10 years ago. I just don't.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. I'm sorry. I wish that I could talk about basketball with you right now.
I've got a few friends, but mostly we follow like local. I'm buddies with a law professor at my local college,
Yeah.
and so when we hang out, we're usually putting on like the local schools games, and yeah, I watch that, and I'm a fan on a very local level, a very
Okay.
small scale, because I've got a lot of stuff on my plate. So.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Okay, that we already answered that question.
Got a question from oh shoot, where is it? East Blue Drew. If you got to meet your favorite mangaka and give him advice, which one would you pick? Trick question. I would ask them for advice.
Yeah, exactly. I was about to say, like, I'm not trying to give no mangaka advice. Oh my god, how dare you? I would like that's like how I would assume they would answer me, or at least think in their mind, like,
It'd
what
be
the
that
fuck?
Jeff Goldblum
Advice,
meme. How dare you speak
What
to
could
me?
I possibly say to? I am not a writer. I'm
I
not a
love
comic
that,
book
though.
creator in any sense of the word. I have no advice to give these people. I would literally just sit and listen to anything they decided to tell me, and I would take any single thing that they said to me as like the most important information that I've ever received in my life or anything. There would be no, hey, you should do this. No, absolutely not.
I think the only advice I would give certain manga are the ones that I would tell them is like, have more faith in yourself, and sometimes your editor is wrong.
Lovely.
That's it.
I love that. Yeah, that would be like the full extent of things that I would want to say
Yeah.
to them is like, don't let the haters get to you. Probably don't need me to tell you that because you're like totally anonymous like to us in the West anyway.
Yeah.
So I have no idea what like Japanese message boards are like or like what kind of things they try to say to mangaka. You know what I mean? So I really only have like Western experience to go off of, and we fucking suck. So I would be like, fuck all the haters, don't listen to anime Twitter. Well, I would say shit like that. But like inside of like their craft, I have nothing to fucking say to them.
All right. Question from our old pal Yato. Thanks for coming by, bud.
What up, Yato?
Their question is, are there any manga that you wish you guys could review, whether it's either just from a different magazine or something that's already ended in the past?
Man, I really fucking wish that I was reviewing Akame Got Kill as it was coming out monthly. Like those Akame Got Killed discussions were drastic as fuck in our manga chat, like every single fucking month, bro. Like that was like the series that had like really, really dense, deep conversations, and I would just love to have been able to do that on camera.
You know, Golden Kamui, probably.
Oh, yeah.
I'm current on Golden Kamui, and it's so grim. I love it. It reminds me of Guy Ritchie, the film director Guy Ritchie. He did Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. He did Snatch. He did
Snatch
Rock and
is
Roller.
good. Oh man, I forgot
And-
all about that shit.
And he does and Golden Kamui feels like that series where it's a bunch of multiple different groups of people actively chasing their goals and inadvertently or on purposely fucking each other over. And it's just this comedy of errors. There's a lot of room for goofiness and a lot of room for grimness, and it's just a great balance. And a Surface Garrick, amazing. And my avatar on our weekly Shonen Jump is Sugimoto. So like,
It is absolutely.
yeah, love
Yeah.
Golden Kamui. That's my answer.
Great answer. Eagle, you got one? You got an answer for that?
I'm gonna say JoJo's. I wish we could review JoJo's in some fashion, but
Hey, man.
the
A couple years down the line when I'm current and we're all current, that'd be fucking sick.
We just got our first $10 chat. Thank you
Yeah.
so much for Benjamin.
Appreciate you.
How do you feel about
Thank
the
you.
idea of a manga and anime coming into the mainstream and the possibility of storytelling changing for Western PC culture? Thank you all guys for doing what you do for the community. Well, thank you so much. That's
Thank
so
you.
heartfelt.
Thank you for the donation, $10.
gl-
Appreciate you, Benjamin. I don't think Western PC culture will affect Eastern writing at all.
yeah, especially since they haven't conformed to it in any way up until this point. So why would
Yeah. Oh, I think it's a little bit in the reverse sense. So, like, yeah, I see where you're coming from. I think it has begun to change because, like, there's series like Arcane on Netflix that is not quite the same art as that, but, like, it has a similar, like, anime vibe where they do have, like, kind of like the more Demon Slayer kind of cutscenes for certain action points. Like, you can see kind of the anime vibes when they have the fight scenes. So I think that like manga and anime becoming more mainstream is definitely changing the surface and like the style of content that comes out in the West. Like, I mean, just look at Avatar, right? Like, people still get into arguments of whether it's comics or anime. You know, it's like, is it a animated series or is it just anime? Like, you know, or the other way around. So I
Oh,
could see
man.
that happening.
I didn't think we'd be talking about Arcane on this stream.
It's all right if you haven't caught up. I won't say anything for spoilers.
I've watched all of Arcane. I
love it.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, what's up,
great
Axel?
character series.
Jumping in to say congrats on 3K and change. LOL. Happy to see the channel's continued growth. Appreciate you, brother. Thanks for stopping by. Going back to Benjamin's question. Anime and manga coming into the mainstream just like by itself, like as like a how do you feel about that kind of thing, I fucking love it, dude. I was definitely like even though it's like completely, it might be completely separate from like the reason why you're asking the, you know, that question, considering that you're kind of focusing on, you know, the potential change of storytelling for Western PC culture. I just want to talk about how like much I love the fact that anime and manga and just comic books in general are like becoming mainstream popular and like cool. You know what I mean? I know a lot of people would say like, you know, I was stuffed in lockers. I got roasted every day on the school bus, blah, 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 blah. And they want to, you know, people want to gatekeep, you know what I mean? Because of their experiences before it was popular. And it's like, no, like, regardless of how I was treated in high school, and I definitely was picked on a great deal for how nerdy I was, like, that shit sucked. But, like, that shit's over now. High school never fucking mattered. And now I get to fucking talk about what I love, and so many more people are interested in that kind of content now. So like that's good for like what we're doing, and that's just good in general because it should have always been this way. This fucking these storytelling mediums have always had the exact same amount of value that they've always had, and more people are, you know, just starting to realize that and get it. And like I have to love that, you know what I mean? So I love where we're at inside of pop culture. Just to kind of isolate that part of the question for Benjamin. But yeah, great question.
I think it will change. I think the different styles of stories are.
And you want to know what? I feel like we are seeing kind of like an evolution, you know, like to a certain degree inside of like shonen storytelling specifically. Like we have a lot of like complaints that, you know, we've been making throughout the years of reading and watching shonen media, you know, that says that like, you know, female characters are kind of like sidelined and like treated in like really, you know, clunky, outdated ways, you know what I mean? And we're seeing, you know, kind of a shift inside of that outlook in newer stories. You know what I mean? We have like an amazing tangential tie-ins episode where we talk about the evolution of shonen storytelling really early, like season 1 shit. If you guys want to like go back and like peep that, like that was a really cool conversation where we talk about like the way that shonen storytelling is specifically like changing in the contemporary sense in real time in front of us. So like we go into a lot of this question, I feel like in that stream or in that episode. But like, I mean, like as far as, you know, whatever, you know, right-wing anti-woke, you know, minorities will say about like how narratives and just storytelling has changed, you know, for PC culture, it's not going to be anything as intense as that, I want to say. You know what I mean? Like I don't think it'll ever get to a point where people are saying, you know, manga is pandering or anything like that. You know what I mean?
We've been blessed to like just following One Piece's career as children into adults. We have seen the manga itself evolve. We've talked a lot about how shonen manga itself has evolved, how the generations following the other ones see the good examples, see where like the parts that used to be relevant are no longer relatable to the current like readership, and they're like, you know what, let's scrap that. We don't need it. We don't need to do that. Like we don't need to have the lame wimpy best friend who's always horny and always like doing it. We have Mineta now, who is the butt joke, and that is the as much as they delve into that in like My Hero Academia. Right. So like PC culture doesn't really kind of, it's hard to say it doesn't exist. There's elements into a lot of things, but like as viewers evolve, so will the media along with it. So it's almost like what Knox was saying is that it is functionally a non-issue. But yeah, I think that like manga is going to evolve to maintain relevancy, and Western media should as well.
Hell yeah. Fuck yeah, dude. You guys think we're caught up on questions right now? Like, so I'm like trying to like look through the chat, and I'm like just like scrolling way too fast to read everything. There's just so many.
There's a lot of general conversation going on too, so it's hard to differentiate.
I've just been responding to a few people here and there. Yeah, guys, if there's any questions that you felt like we haven't addressed, please punch it in right now, and we'll get right to you.
Yeah, absolutely, because we're like coming up on like an hour and a half too, so. Definitely don't want this to be like, you know, one of the longer streams that we've ever had. So if you guys have any any questions you want to make sure that we absolutely answer before we end the stream, go ahead and load them in real quick. I'm gonna run over here real quick. You guys keep talking though. Be right back.
All right.
Oh, well, thank you guys for hanging out with us for like an hour and a half. It's really flown by. I've really enjoyed this. So like, I was honestly surprised it's as late as it is. Let's see, at Project Manga on the Poneglyph Tadka. Drake was there. I think we could have a Davy back there, Robin, or Poneglyph Stakes. Oh yeah, I mean with CP0, definitely going to have some Poneglyph Stakes because like, it's about suppression of knowledge for political profit for the benefit and governance of the world government. So yeah, no, definitely gonna have those stakes, Ricardio.
I personally think a Davy back fight with Kaido would be, I don't know how much I would like
Davy back fight? What?
With Kaido. They're saying he has a poneglyph on a different island, and they're gonna have to do a Davy back fight with him later for the last poneglyph.
Oh shit, dude! Remember when the fucking Odin flashback was going on, and I asked like, would it be cool if because it went into like the cliffhanger of Roger Pirates versus Whitebeard Pirates. And I asked a question on the timeline. I was like, what if this next stretch of storytelling is a Davy back fight and not just like them throwing hands? Like, how would y'all feel about that? It's like the most polarizing question I ever asked on Twitter. Like, literally split down the middle. People were like, that shit would be buns. And then the other half was like, no, we need that shit. Hold on, wait, no, Oda needs to bring that back. Yeah, so it's like, I don't fucking know. If we ever see a Davy back fight again in One Piece, I'll be hype as fuck. Because like, that's a really cool thing in the story that we only saw one time, so I feel like we got to see it at least one more time before the end of the series.
What was your favorite Undead Unluck fight this year? From Simon Dupuis.
Bang versus Shen and Andy. Great question.
I think that's probably mine as well.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, my favorite fight was Andy versus Billy. My favorite fight was Andy versus Billy in the most recent one in the spring subjugation arc.
Oh wow! Oh yeah! That was fire. That was so fire.
Went off.
Yeah,
that went off. I remember
it was short but potent.
For like,
yeah,
it was short, but we ended up talking about it for like 40 minutes.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, that was insane.
That was so cool.
Let's see,
G super chats are super convenient because it doesn't let us scroll through everything to find stuff. So thank you. But to answer your question, because I'm looking right at it. Fancy Pants, what motivated you guys to start the channel?
Oh, great question. Well, it started, Project Manga started as a group chat on Facebook. We literally it was just a group chat where we talked about fucking manga all day, especially on Sundays or Fridays or, whenever the new chapters came out for everything, whenever scans came out. Like, we were definitely not as pro-viz as we are now. You know what I mean? So like we would be talking about fucking spoilers, we'd be talking about raws, we'd be talking about, early translations, and we'd be talking about officials in there. So like that's kind of like where Project Manga started. We made a Facebook group for like aesthetic, manga art and like anime clips and whatnot, and then that built up a little bit of a community. So we were like, fuck it, let's make a closed group. You know what I mean? Then we made the closed group, and then shortly after we made the closed group, we were just like, let's just have this exact same conversation that we have every day in this group chat anyway. Let's just do that in front of a camera, and then that's kind of like how Project Manga was born. It was a very gradual, organic progression of events and ideas.
Yeah, the manga chat was how we met at DaishoCon like 3-4 years ago. And shortly after becoming Facebook friends with you when we went back to our prospective states, you guys invited me to that manga chat as like, hey, we're just starting this manga chat. And that's just kind of been a thing. They were like, hey, do you guys think we should do this? And I was like, yes, do it. Yeah. Just do it.
Fuck yeah.
And I was very proud to watch my friends start up all this stuff, put in all this effort, have that effort be recognized. And that was super satisfying. And then it felt really cool to have these guys be established, listened to people. And they were like, hey man, you've been a cheerleader since day one. You should be a guest. And I was like, I would love to. And then 15 guest moments later, here I am.
Yes.
So, Yeah, no, this is how we all started, man.
Yeah.
Like,
It's been a beautiful
just
evolution.
a couple beers at a comic convention.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
Carrie
So
G,
we got
$20 super
yeah.
chat. Love you guys for y'all's discussion. Have y'all heard of the Web 2 Kubera?
Webtoon.
Oh, the Webtoon Kubera. A lot of Webtoons are polarizing for manga fans, I know, but it has one of the most crazy, tight, and dramatic narratives I've read. Again, love y'all. Thank you, Carrie G, for $20. That's a big donation. Appreciate you. And yeah, I fucking love webtoons, dude. I read a bunch of webtoons, and I know that it's like super.
Got it right here.
Yeah, a lot of like manga fans like don't really like fuck with, webtoons or whatever. But it's like I just love comic books in general. You know what I mean? So, like, I don't know. Webtoons have never been an issue for me. I don't read too many of them like nowadays, but like back in the day, I was reading so many webtoons at once. I was reading like God of High School, Tower of God, Super Martial Arts Extreme Private High School, or whatever the fuck that shit is called with that long ass name, and it's like not an isekai somehow. Red Storm, Hello Helper, Soul Cartel. I've been fucking with webtoons for a while. Solo Leveling, I think I already said that. I don't really care for Solo Leveling
I'm on
anymore.
Solo Leveling.
Yeah.
I'm currently reading The Boxer and Parallel City. There was this one that's finished. It's called Sword Interval, which has a lot of stuff that I like by Ben Fluter. I highly recommend it. I haven't read Kubera, but since you seemed so excited about it, I will definitely give it a check.
I've heard of Kubera. It sounds really good. My homeboys over at the...
I'll probably read it like maybe in 3 days.
Yeah, hell yeah. My people over at the Hunters Association podcast, another channel that I was a part of for a while, doing like Solo Leveling and webtoon anime reviews. A lot of my guys over there, like JD, the Otaku Fix channel, and like, always Jay Carson and Sarah from Project Webtoon and Trent motherfucking Money. Like those are all my like webtoon guys. I'm sure they all read it. I'm pretty sure JD from Otaku Fix was telling me to read Kubera a while ago, so I'd be down to get back into whenever I get back into webtoons. I'm definitely going to get current in Tower of God first and foremost. Probably after that I'll get caught back up in God of High School, and then I'd be down for some Kubera. Fuck yeah, might even live react to it if it's really that gas.
So we got to try and blaze through these questions a little quicker. They're stacking back up on us.
Okay, what we got?
We got Yato. What else are you guys currently catching up on? Me personally, I'm not reading really a lot of manga, catching up on them at this point, aside from stuff we're about to start covering. But I am watching Neon Genesis Evangelion. I've been watching that here and there, trying to finish that.
Yes, the classics. Fuck yeah. For me, I'm not reading. I mean, I'm reading Eden Zero right now because Yato, good buddy Yato, traded me rec for rec. I was like, you want me to read Eden? Everybody's been telling me to read Eden Zero for years, honestly, for like the last couple of years. So, like, I finally did it because Yato traded me a rec. I was like, you want me to read Eden Zero? Then, like, get caught back up in Saga by Brian K. Vaughan and Fiona Staples. It's an Image indie comic, celebrated as one of the best indie comics ever. It's been on hiatus for, like, the better part of, like, 4 years. And now it's like officially stated to be coming back in January. So I got caught back up in that. And now I've just been telling everyone to read Saga. I told Yato, you want me to read Eden Zero? You got to read Saga. He read that shit in like 2 days. So I started fucking Eden Zero last night. Other than that, I mean, I'm obviously trying to get caught up in Yozakura Family, but I've really just been on like a huge Western comic book kick for a while. So I've been reading a lot of like superhero comics and a lot of like Western indie comics. I really want to get caught back up in like Daredevil, X-Men, Fantastic Four, and Moon Knight on the Marvel side of things. And then I just have a giant list of indie comics that I'm tearing through right now, mainly inside of the sci-fi and cyberpunk genre. But yeah, that's me. Mello, did you answer the question? What are you catching up in right now? Like, what are you reading?
What am I catching up in? Okay, sorry, I had a mind blank. So what I've been catching up in is Delicious in Dungeon. I've been catching up on that. I actually bought like physical copies at a local secondhand bookstore, so I've been rereading that, and I really enjoy that. It's one of my favorite D&D themed mangas right now. And one of the ones that I want to reread is that The World Belongs to Me, because you showed me that. I quickly
The World is Mine.
The World is Mine, yeah.
Yes.
I've read it before, that was like, it feels like 7 years ago, where
Yeah,
I'm just
yeah.
like, I think I read it when it like the scans first came out, and then I totally forgot about it.
Yeah.
So I want to get caught up on that, and I know that some of our friends are big fans of like Vagabond, and I'd like to read Real, the one
Fuck
about
yeah.
the wheelchair basketball
Yeah.
series.
Yeah.
Because I like basketball and I love
Is that a
manga, and
wheelchair basketball series? Or I haven't read
that
Real, but I know that there is like,
I thought it
there's
was,
a
if I'm not,
handicapped, character. But I
yeah,
didn't know that it was like
it's
legitimately
the
about wheelchair
theme.
basketball, if that is
Yeah,
what it is. I didn't know that. But
because
yeah.
one of my friends is a big D&D person, and they released a homebrew thing where it's like dungeoneering wheelchairs that can work that. So I kind of want to see like a series focused on wheelchair work to see how that might be implemented when like narrating that
Yeah.
kind of stuff. Um,
Oh yeah. Carrie G coming back with the $25. I'm a manga
and
and webtoon.
5.
Yeah, and another 5. But on the $25 question, I'm a manga and webtoon addict. One Piece. One Piece's life. Been currently reading for 17 years. What a fucking champion. Shout out to you for that. Tats and all, but I highly suggest trying it on your spare time. Because it's wild how she creates her narrative. Do yourself a literary favor. Okay, wait a minute. I'm a manga and webtoon addict. One Piece. And then
One
we got
Piece tats and all.
Yeah.
One Piece tats and all. Okay, but I highly suggest trying it. Oh, you're talking about Kubera.
Yeah, Kubera.
Kubera.
Yeah.
Okay,
This is about
absolutely,
Kubera again.
absolutely, yeah, absolutely. Kubera's getting read. I like honestly, like Kubera is one of the webtoons that I haven't like done anything with at all that I get recommended to me, like probably the most. It's like the things that people recommend for webtoons are like God of High School, Tower of God, Noblesse, you know what I mean, fucking Hardcore Leveling Warrior, like shit like that you hear like
I
regularly.
love Hardcore Leveling Warrior.
But then you also hear Kubera, and Kubera is the only one that I haven't even like looked at like at all, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's definitely there. I'll definitely fuck with that.
Oh, was it Omniscient View of the Reader is like one of my favorite webtoons right now.
Yep. I've heard
That's
good things
fantastic
about
one.
that too. Absolutely.
So I want to do a question for Magnus Artifacts. They asked me, "What the fuck did I miss? Why is everyone in chat saying I'm gonna cry?"
Because we're dropping
quick-
Black Clover off the show, Magnus. There you go.
I'm sorry, Magnus. We are dropping Black Clover and Mashal and replacing them with the Yashimon and Yozakura family, simply because we felt like the conversations felt more like a play-by-play as opposed to like a deep dive conversation about the what ifs and hows, and we want to reward our followers with stuff that wasn't just like a like a soccer play, So we want to do that. Also, Kiko Nickums, they are focusing on life, family, the future, and I've been officially welcomed on. We're gonna do more merch. That's about it for the recap for the announcements for our late joiners.
Yes.
And Magnus. Yeah.
Sorry about that, brother. I'm sure you'll understand. Plenty
He
of
says
great.
it's
Well,
fair.
it is fair.
Yeah.
He's like,
right.
no.
Yeah.
Well, it
and
is
like
fair.
and like when it comes down to it, it's like also like on top of all of that you just said, it's like I'm really also just not enjoying the series right now, and I feel like I fucking complain about it like every fucking week in like the same ways every week, because I feel like Tabata just keeps doing the same things that I always complain about, and it's like I want to review.
Whoa!
Yeah, like I want to review things that I love. Holy shit, Kaizoku!
Thank you.
Honey ball.
Whoa, thank you
With
for
the
100,
honey ball?
bro. The
honey?
huncho. God damn.
The huncho ball?
Stop.
Hold
You're
on,
just going
Kaizoku.
Aw.
Wait a
I love
minute.
y'all too, man.
Oh, I'm literally turning red. I'm blushing.
Always
damn.
love y'all. And you want to know what?
Thank
The
you.
feelings
We
mutual.
love you too, man.
The feelings mutual, brother. You know you've been an A1 day one since day one. That's beautiful. Holy shit.
Yes, he really has been A1 since day one, bro.
Mhm,
You are one of our oldest supporters, man. Most fervent. We love you, bro.
Oh, I'm blushing. Oh,
Yeah, that's insane.
holy crap.
You're a champion and a scholar. See you in the special
And a
grade chat,
scholar.
brother. Yeah.
See you in the special grade chat.
Yeah.
Let's fucking go.
Yeah. Gotta go back to Carrie G. He threw another $5 donation in there. He said I had to make it 50 just to show y'all how serious I am. But yes, One Piece is still life. Also not
Tnakrem.
Oh, is my Twitch username? It's just merchant backwards. Okay. Okay.
Like it.
That's cool.
Perfect.
Yes.
Thank you, Carrie, for the 50 ball. Appreciate you. Join the Discord if you haven't already.
Yeah,
I don't know if I
please.
recognize the username that you have on YouTube, at least if you're already in the Discord, forgive me. But pull up, man. Come kick it with us, bro.
Hell
But,
yeah.
yeah. Holy shit. Kaizo
Discord's
man.
where we live, basically.
Yeah, straight up.
So, like, if you like hanging out with us here, like, Discord's where it's at. Like, that community made me feel so welcome when I first started, like, guesting and, like, everything else. And, like, transitioning into where we are now, like, it feels really homey.
Yeah. Any other questions? Are we missing anything? Otherwise,
is Kaizoku not modded? Yeah, we gotta mod.
oh yeah, let's get Kaizoku on the mod. Can you do it, Eagle, or do you want me?
I'm not on the
I'm
PM
on it. I
YouTube.
got
I'm
it.
on mine.
Don't even trip. I got. Oh wait.
Let's see. Filthy had a question. Have any of you read My Home Hero? It's an incredible manga and not too many people talk
My
about it.
Home Hero. Hold on, who's saying this right now?
Filthy.
Filthy. What's up, Filthy? You're my favorite right now because My Home Hero is fucking amazing. If you actually like go into our I don't know if it's season 1 or our season 2 playlist, but sometime earlier in the life of the channel, we had a tie-in episode that was actually 2 parts where we did like random manga recommendations between like me, Kiko, and Nickums. And like one of my recommendations was My Home Hero. We talked about the first volume, gave like a super in-depth like first volume review for it if you want to check that out. I fucking love My Home Hero. I'm like super behind on it right now, but like I will be catching up in that relatively soon because you are honestly not the first person that's reminded me that I read that and that I should get back on it. But love My Home Hero, and I'm so happy that you brought it up. Holy shit.
Kaiser or Yato says y'all gotta do YouTube streams more often. People love it.
Yeah, we definitely do.
Yeah.
Just like our schedule right now is so like, okay, weekly Shonen Jump reviews on Sunday, Patreon reviews on Thursday, you know, and then individual solo content for me and Eagle on Twitch once a week, twice a week for me, like when I'm really on, you know what I mean? It's just like, that is just so budget, like time management efficient inside of like what makes sense right now, that like organizing things like this is just really tough right now. Like anything outside of our like regular mainstay schedule is really hard for us to create enough time to do something like this despite our, you know, outside of content creation lives, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
I work a lot of nights because I work in the restaurant industry.
Yeah.
Like this soothing persona
Yeah.
serves a lot of food.
But the best thing that I can say though is that like the tie-ins are coming back in season 4. That is, you know, an entirely live streamed show. It's another live podcast that we'll be doing. They started off as like offline recordings that we uploaded along with our weekly Shonen Jump reviews. Now that, you know, we're a little bit more situated inside of our content creation space, it makes a lot more sense to do those as live recordings. So the like 2 most recent tie-in episodes that we've done have been live, and when we come back to them in season 4, those will always be live. So you guys, and those are always happening on YouTube. One shots happens on Twitch, tie-ins happen on YouTube. There will be more YouTube live streams in the future. Carrie G with another 20 ball. Kaizoku got me hype. LOL. Yeah.
All of us. The whole chat.
Everybody's gassed up off the Kaizoku donation. What a fucking champion.
The whole chat turned up.
Yeah, just haven't connected the Patreon to Discord yet. I'm lazy. Keep up the fire content, guys. Make life easy at work. Fucking
Yes,
love
we
you, Carrie
appreciate
G.
it.
Thank you
We're
for
glad
being
we
a
can
patron.
make
Yeah, and you're a
Yes.
chef. So
Content
you
to
need
listen
some
to.
easy times,
Yes,
man. It's
absolutely.
not easy pumping out that food for all those mouths,
Absolutely.
man.
But get that
Good on you.
get that Patreon connected to that Discord so that you can get the hidden
Yeah,
channels
come
and fuck
chop
with
it
us.
up
Fuck
in
with us
the special grade.
Yeah, honestly,
Yeah.
like as time taxing as like content creation is just like at base, it's hard for us to be, you know, as active in the Gen Pop area of our Discord at this point because it's like so big and self-sustaining and like so many conversations are happening in so many channels at once. It's hard for us to be there for those conversations, but like the special grade chat, like we always make time for that. That is like where we kick it the most you know, like on
Yeah.
Discord. We're definitely still in Gen Pop like as often as we can be, but like special grade is like our like domain. So we say it every fucking episode on the Patreon show on special grade. Link your shit, you know what I'm saying? So come fuck with us, Carrie, man.
Yes.
Question just dropped.
Yeah.
Simon Dupois.
Yeah.
Are you still enjoying Witch Hat Atelier, or have you dropped? I love Witch Hat.
I'm so
beautiful
far
art.
behind in Witch Hat. I think I'm on like chapter 30.
I'm current.
How many chapters are out right now? Like 35?
I have no
40?
idea, to be honest.
Yeah.
The chapters are kind of like sporadic updates, and
Sure.
I read a lot of random stuff just to see what's out there. So,
Yeah.
but like as long as it keeps coming out, I'm gonna keep on reading it. I love Witch Hat Atelier. It's fantastic.
Incredible series. That was another one that we reviewed in that same tie-in episode that I just brought up a little bit earlier regarding My Home Hero. I think it was Kiko who had, you know, added Witch Hat Atelier to that conversation. So we got a volume 1 review for that inside of our tie-in playlist if you guys want to peep that.
Yeah, one of our homies is a huge fan, her and Nickums.
Yeah. Yeah. Holy shit, you guys.
We've been doing this for 2 hours.
Oh, damn, is it? Oh, yeah, we're just about there. Okay. All right. Well, then, yeah, I think we're just going to wrap it up then. Oh my God, thank you guys, everybody that pulled up for this stream. Holy shit, asked questions, donated. You guys are fucking champions. You guys are like literally like why we do this. We literally would not still be doing this without you guys pulling up, watching our episodes, joining our Discord, telling us things that you want to see from us. All of that in engagement and all of that involvement in what we're doing is literally why we're still here doing this for everybody that is fans of us and what we're doing. So like that shit means the world to us, dude. 3,000 subscribers, that's insane. You know what I mean? Like for a podcast especially, I feel like it's so hard for podcasts to like get off the ground, you know what I mean? And the fact that like there was even 500 of y'all, you know, 100 of y'all, 500, 1,000, like we've had these milestone streams, you know, throughout the past couple of years, and it's always just like mind-blowing to see that we've reached a new one, you know what I mean? So
yeah,
thank you.
Thank you so much.
No, this has been an extremely reaffirming experience. Like oh man, I'm gonna be riding this high for a minute. Okay, I'm working in the food service. Like, oh yes,
straight up,
love it.
Straight up.
I think we got time for like one last question.
One last question. You pick it, Mello. You pick it if it's out there.
Fancy Pants. You're the last question. You're the last one to post. Would you guys consider doing another recommendation video?
Yes, we'll do one inside of the tie-ins like eventually, but otherwise, like join the Patreon $5 tier book club every single month. We do a deep dive of the first volume of a specific series, either one that we choose ourselves or that our patrons suggest, you know, that we do. You know what I mean? And we still have quite a decent backlog of suggestions, so we're constantly doing that every month. First of the month, those are available usually on Patreon right away, and then we continue the conversation throughout the month until the next video with the Discord inside of a hidden area where we discuss, you know, the events of the manga that we're discussing that month. So if that is something that you're looking for, absolutely join the Patreon. Otherwise, you can wait for whenever we decide to do that on YouTube. It'll be inside of the tie-in series, which is coming back in season 4. So brilliant question. Can't wait to get back to that, by the way. So absolutely.
Yep.
All right, well, real quick recap on everything that kind of happened in this stream as far as updates and announcements go for season 4. Just in case you guys didn't hear it originally, the main updates is that Kiko and Nickums have left the brand. They are no longer a part of Project Manga. Doesn't mean we're not still best friends. Those are my brothers. Those are our brothers. Take a bullet for them. Kill someone for them. One of them is
literally my cousin.
One of them is literally Eagle's cousin.
Yeah,
Kiko and
these mofos together.
Kiko and Eagle are literally blood related. So like that's literally never going anywhere. And in the future, you know, like if they ever decide that they, you know, want to create content with us again, that door is always open. So just keep an eye out for that. In the meantime, we have our great friend Mello here, who is now officially a part of the team on the roster. He will be here consistently for the foreseeable future. And who knows, we might even add a 4th member at some point in the future. I've already been looking at a couple of prospects for that. I'm not going to make any promises right now, but eventually we would like to, you know, recreate that 4-person dynamic that we're kind of known for at this point. So keep an eye out for that. Project Manga Awards 2021 is definitely happening. We're just waiting for the year to officially end this time. And for every time that we do our award show annually moving forward, we will wait until there is an entire 12 months of content available for the things that will be nominated. So keep an eye out. Follow us on Twitter at Project Manga OFC for official, if you didn't know that that's what that is kind of for. Project Manga OFC on Twitter, that's going to be where you get updates on this kind of thing first. Of course, the Discord will also see things, you know, around the same time. So join the Discord if you haven't already. That's all in the description of this video. Check out our online store. We got new merch coming through a collaborative effort with artists online on Twitter and other areas of our community. So that's going to be really cool, coming out really soon in season 4. This was supposed, also, I've completely forgot to say, this stream was also supposed to include a giveaway. I blew it. I forgot to order the thing. It was a cold-blooded art book, like an Iraqi art book I was going to give away on this stream. Forgot to order it. That's my bad. We'll do that giveaway like one of the first things we do inside of season 4, and I'll either do that on Twitch or go live somewhere. We'll let you know on Twitter and we'll let you know on Discord, but a giveaway is definitely coming soon, just to further show, you know, our appreciation for the support that you guys have shown us over the last couple of years leading into 3,000 subscribers. Black Clover and Mashal are being removed from weekly coverage on YouTube and replaced with Mission Yozakura Family and Ayashimon, respectively. And
plug Artesian.
Oh yeah, shout out Artesian Builds. What the fuck? If you guys are in the market for a new top of the line gaming computer, holler at Artesian Builds. Check out what they got. Their stuff is really nice. We'll get you up to $200 off with our promo code Project Manga at checkout. And they'll actually build your computer for you live on their Twitch channel before they send it out, which is really cool. I don't think I've ever heard of anything like that, but it's holiday season. Subway. You know what I'm saying? Christmas is coming up. $200 off. Fuck with your people.
Helps.
Let us know.
Yeah.
That link is also down in the description. But I'm pretty sure that that's everything, you guys. You guys know where to find us. Twitter, Discord, etc. We're going to go ahead and wrap it up. Project Manga. Can't wait to see you guys in season 4. One more YouTube review coming out. It'll be on YouTube by Wednesday. It'll be on Patreon Tuesday for Weekly Shonen Jump issue number 52. Incredible Weekend Jump, and Eagle's live reaction that he had literally right before this will also be on Patreon in the $1 tier, where all of our live reaction VODs go. And you guys can check those out as well. But what's up with Kaizoku?
Again? With another 100. Always love y'all.
No, that's the same one. That's the same one.
That's the same one.
That's the same 100.
Okay.
If there was another Kaizoku 100, I would literally have a heart attack on stream.
We were literally gonna be like,
I would. Oh, Martha.
Martha. No, but I think that's
Apollo's,
everything. And thank you for everything.
Yeah.
Apollo says, is the Artesian thing only valid for U.S. customers?
That's a good question. I honestly don't know the answer for that. But just like click on the link in our about section and like take a look and like see if they'll fuck with you.
Yeah, they're an online company.
I can't answer that off the top of my head, right?
All that posted up in their descriptions and stuff.
Yeah.
Because they are an online company. But yeah.
All right, great. Well, thanks for joining us, you guys. We'll see you guys online anywhere that you normally find us. YouTube review will be on YouTube Wednesday, like I said. But all right, wrapping up. I'm Nox.
Iguru.
And I'm Mel.